All right, so you've probably been told that you've got type 2 diabetes and that exercise is really important for you to do in order to reverse the condition. Well, what if you're older and you're not really comfortable doing exercise? Or what if you don't even know how to get started? Or you don't want to waste your time doing the wrong things? Well, what I'm about to share with you in this video is the number one exercise that all people with type 2 diabetes must be doing at least 2 times per week. And the best part is that it's going to take you about 10 minutes. So don't go anywhere. Hey guys, Yuri came here, New York Times best-selling author, renowned health and fitness experts, and the man to help you live a healthier, fitter, and more prosperous life. And right here, I'm going to let you know about the number one exercise you need to be doing if you have type 2 diabetes. Now, if you don't have type 2 diabetes, this is still one of the most important forms of exercise you could be doing because of what it's going to do to you, your body at the cellular level. So before I tell you what it is, let me tell you, let's work from the inside out and show you how this is going to make an impact. So basically what happens with this type of exercise is that your mitochondria, the powerhouses that produce energy inside each of the trillions of cells inside your body, become more efficient at utilizing oxygen, at using different pathways to produce energy, and as a result, they are going to allow your cell or help your cell tap into more energy fuel sources, being, for instance, blood sugar from the bloodstream. And so there's a lot of little physiological processes happening inside each cell that makes it more favorable for a type 2 diabetic in terms of the overall outcome of the condition and obviously doing this type of activity. So typically when people think about exercise, they think about, okay, I'm gonna go for a 30-minute walk or a light jog. And that's fine, right? You can totally do that and you should be walking every single day regardless. Just like breathing, right? You should be breathing every single day. Strength training is also really powerful because it helps you build strong, lean muscle. Well, that's kind of a double entendre because lean muscle, you can't have fat muscle. So anyways, it's gonna help you build lean body mass. It's gonna help you build muscle. Let's just put it that way. But what I'm talking about is a little bit different here. So what I'm talking about, the number one exercise for a type 2 diabetic to do is high intensity, short duration interval training. So basically what interval training is, if you're unfamiliar with it, is basically bouts of high intensity followed by bouts of recovery or low intensity, and you just repeat that. And the cool thing is that I'm going to show you a study actually on the computer here in a second that highlights the power of this type of training. Now, I used to play professional soccer, and all pro athletes, including how I used to train for soccer, incorporate interval training as the major component of their cardiovascular training. And the reason for that is because in sports, you're not just, nice and easy for 90 minutes. It's go, 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 stop, start, go, change direction. And so you have to train specific to those demands. But the cool thing over the years, I've been doing this for a long time, helped over 500,000 people, is that I look at what are the principles working at the highest level and how can we bring those down to the everyday person to help them experience awesome results. And interval training is just one of those examples. So here's a simple protocol you can follow. 10 seconds, so this is after you've warmed up, okay? You want to get your body warmed up, get a little bit of a sweat on to feel the core temperature rising. After you've done that, this can be done on a bike, like a recumbent bike, a treadmill, elliptical, whatever you want to do. 10 seconds, hard, followed by 30 seconds, nice and easy. 10 seconds hard, followed by 30 seconds, nice and easy. You do that for 10 minutes and you're done. It's that easy. The thing here, and what the research has shown, this is the most important component, is that intense exercise bout needs to be maximal, needs to be very close to your max, because compared to moderate activity, moderate's like long duration activity, it's the intensity that stimulates all those important processes to happen inside your cells to make your cells more sensitive to insulin, which is the real benefit here, is that with type 2 diabetes, your cells no longer respond properly to insulin, so you have a rise in blood sugar that is just gonna keep rising because you can't get it out of the blood. So what we need to have happen is for the cells to become more receptive to take the sugar out of the blood, and intense exercise is the way to do that. So I want to share a really cool study with you from the Journal of Applied Physiology. And this is actually really, really encouraging if you think you're too old to do this, because this study was done with a group of participants who had type 2 diabetes who are between the ages of 63 and 71 years old, okay? So there's no excuses. What the researchers had these individuals do is they did on a cycle ergometer on a bike, They did 10 reps of 60 seconds at 90% max heart rate. So that's pretty high intensity. So 1 minute, which is pretty intense. I gave you a 10-second version, which is more doable. And they interspersed each of those 1 minute bouts with 1 minute of recovery. So a total workout time of 20 minutes. And they did that over a 2-week period, 6 sessions. So basically 3 sessions per week over 2 weeks. Now, here's the cool thing is immediately after the workout was done and for 3 days later, all the markers that we'd want to look at in terms of decreased blood sugar, improved insulin sensitivity, all these markers inside the muscles of better mitochondrial function, all this other stuff was markedly improved. And the researchers basically concluded by saying, and I'll quote, "Our findings indicate that low volume, high intensity training can rapidly improve glucose control and induce adaptations in muscle that are linked to improve metabolic health in patients with type 2 diabetes." Okay? So this is a really, really important, one example of many similar studies. So that's the key, is you need to be doing these low volume, high intensity type of workouts to really help with your diabetes and obviously to get you in better shape in general. Now, if you want to take things to the next level and really get a good handle on type 2 diabetes and hopefully reverse it, because you can do so through diet and exercise alone, I've got a great resource for you. It's called the Diabetes Debacle. And inside, I'm gonna highlight some of the things you need to know about, but maybe you aren't quite sure about when it comes to medications, some of their dangers, some of their contraindications, and some of the healthy alternatives you can use to combat type 2 diabetes naturally and safely. This is the very same protocol I've used with thousands of our customers and clients around the world. And if you're a human from planet Earth, I can pretty much guarantee that it'll help you at some level. So anyways, if you'd like to grab it, it's absolutely free. You can grab it just for watching this video. It's my way of saying thank you, and obviously want it to help you take things to the next level. You can click on the button somewhere on this video or the link in the description below. It'll take you over to the page. You can download it from there, and we can get you moving in the right direction. So that's what I'd like you to do right now. Second thing is, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, because I've got tons more awesome content coming your way to help you live a healthier, fitter, and more prosperous life. And I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've enjoyed making it for you, and I look forward to seeing you soon.